you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Morgan McClellan, Marketing Coordinator at Cornerstone Autism Center. The content of this presentation was created by Jackie Zloty, our Client Services Supervisor. Today's presentation will help shed light on some of the terminology used by the insurance industry so that you can understand documents and correspondence from your providers and insurance companies. Today's webinar focuses on aspects of commercial health insurance. Commercial insurance is any type of health insurance policy not offered or provided by the government. These insurance policies can be purchased by an individual or they can come through your employer. Medicare and Medicaid are not commercial insurances. The world of health insurance can be a little confusing for most people. As a matter of fact, it seems that health insurance coverage gets more complicated by the day. It is a common misunderstanding, for example, that your insurance should pay for all medical expenses. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Here at Cornerstone, we have a full department of experienced staff to walk you through the insurance and billing process. If you have a commercial insurance policy, there are certain terms that you should know in order to understand what your monetary responsibility will be if you need to use the insurance. The first term we will look at in today's webinar is deductible. A deductible is an annual dollar amount that you, the holder of the policy, are responsible to pay out of your own pocket before your insurance will pay for your services. For example, let's say you are hospitalized and the total amount due for the hospital services is $2,000. If you have an insurance policy that has a $1,500 deductible, your insurance states that $1,500 will be your responsibility to pay first in order to satisfy your deductible. The remaining $500 will then be paid to the hospital by your insurance company. Deductibles reset every year. Another term you should be familiar with is co-insurance. This is a percentage of the bill for services that you will be responsible for after meeting your deductible. For example, your insurance benefits may state that you will be responsible for 20% of the cost of health services, and your insurance will pay 80% if you have met your deductible. Let's say that you need a blood test. If the payable amount allowed by your insurance for this testing is $100 and you have met your deductible for the year, your insurance company will pay 80%, which is equal to $80, and you will be responsible for 20%, which is $20. If you have not met your deductible, you may need to pay the entire amount of this particular bill. Next, you should be familiar with the term copay. This is short for copayment. Most people are very familiar with this term because of regular office visits, as most doctors require a copay at each appointment. This copay will vary depending on your insurance company and your policy benefits. For example, some insurance plans require members to pay $30 for each visit to the pediatrician. In most cases, copays do not count toward your deductible. To compare, copays are a flat amount, in this example $30, while coinsurance is a percentage of the total cost, such as the previous example of 20%. All three of these terms, deductible, coinsurance, and copay, make up your out-of-pocket max. Your out-of-pocket max is the maximum dollar amount that you will have to pay out-of-pocket for an entire year. This will range anywhere from $350 to $7,500 or higher, depending on what plan you pick from your employer or what policy you decide to purchase for yourself. If you choose a high deductible policy, your out-of-pocket max will also be very high. Let's say your out-of-pocket max is $4,000. If you have paid your $3,000 deductible, you will still have to pay $1,000 in copays or coinsurance before you meet your out-of-pocket max. Knowing the out-of-pocket expenses for your policy will prevent surprises when you receive a bill. If you have questions about your insurance coverage or what you owe on a bill, you can start a conversation with your insurance company or the provider of the service. They should be able to explain what makes up your balance. Cornerstone families can contact our Client Services Department for more information about their specific plan. A pillar of our mission statement is to support our families along their journey, and this is one way Cornerstone can embrace those who love. We hope this webinar increased your understanding of basic insurance terms so that you can confidently make decisions for your child. For more information, please visit the resources on your screen or give us a call. This concludes today's webinar. We hope to see you next time.